to understand that if they want to continue doing well, they need to be able to turn off.
Yeah. What's some of the advice that you give people who maybe feel like they really struggle with turning off and getting their head out of all these other things that they've been fixated on? Are there any cues or maybe some practices that you give your clients?
Gosh, yeah, I mean, that's just like talking to me in a nutshell. I feel like so much of what I do is just like every time that I help someone else, I get something out of it too, because I'm kind of catering to the kind of athlete that I am, which is that little bit of obsessive type, verging on the unhealthy level. And I, I think the best advice is to not put any pressure on what those other things that you want to do are. Like, you don't have to pick up another super productive hobby. Like my partner has actually banned the word productive and efficient, because I kept using them like way too often. And he was like, you need to learn how to just like exist. You don't have to always be creating something and doing something, and doing it in the most, efficient way possible. Like, you're allowed to just exist. And it was during that time that I was really trying to find some other hobbies for myself. I was trying to be like, I was an artist back in high school, and I would love to pick that back up in my adult life. But at the time it felt so forced, because I think I was trying to make myself create valuable things in that time. And I tried to pick up all of these things that I would just allow myself to contort into another form of perfectionism. Like, if I was going to do something, I had to do it wonderfully. So I think I think the best thing that helped me, and that tends to help other people, is taking that pressure off and saying, we're not doing something to achieve in it. We're doing something to just enjoy the experience. So think of things that you just enjoy doing, not what you enjoy after the fact of doing, or enjoy like the product of doing, and doing things that you're really bad at, so that you can't really take on that perfectionism. So for me, that's ended up, I used to see reading, as not, like, I didn't allow myself to see that as a hobby or something that I could spend my time doing, because it didn't create anything. But I've learned to really like embrace the fact that when I just need some downtime and I need to, shift my brain away from things and immerse myself in something else, I will just tear through a book, and it gives me so much joy and so much pleasure. Other things, like, I'm a terrible cook, but the act of cooking and getting my kitchen completely messy and making a very mediocre batch of cupcakes, like, that's really fun to me. And yep, going, like, doing things with your friends that they are good at, that they can teach you, like very immersive experience based things.